Thank you, Gail. The reason I have a topic of commercial break, to be quite honest, is that I had a mind freeze about the topic of my speech, and I could not come up with anything. Normally when that happens, if I just let it go and just not think about it and just do something else, something will pop into my brain at the last minute. 3 o'clock this morning, when I was playing solitaire on my computer, waiting for something to pop in, not winning any of the solitaire games on my computer, I realized nothing's going to pop. I'm popless. For the first time, and I can't tell you how long, I don't have a speech prepared. So I took a couple options. I said, well, I could cheat and give a speech I've given before, but that's not really the right thing to do. And it doesn't really fit into any of the topics I have for speeches. I could not come. I could play hooky. I haven't done that since grade school, high school. And so I can't really play hooky. Besides that, I'm an adult. I'm supposed to, you know, be responsible. But so I said, okay, I've got to come and I've got to fess up. So I'm fessing up. I don't have a formal speech. I looked on the internet for information about Sherlock Holmes. I tried to think of something about inspirational, about one of my topics is to read a story. Those stories are long. You can't read a Sherlock Holmes story in 5 minutes. It doesn't work. And if you cut out too much, you just say, elementary, my dear Watson, and that's it. But as I was doing some information searching about Sherlock Holmes, I found an interesting tidbit. Many of you may know that Arthur Conan Doyle, who was the creator of Sherlock Holmes, was Scottish. And his original profession was medicine. He was a doctor. And I learned that he went to medical school in Edinburgh. And one of his favorite professors, one of the most inspirational people he ever met in Edinburgh University, was the Dr. James Bell. As a matter of fact, later in life, Sherlock Holmes was fashioned after Dr. James Bell. As it so happens, my family, on my mother's side, is a family of doctors. Their surname was Bell. They were from Scotland. And I went, wait a second. Could this Dr. James Bell, the inspiration for Sherlock Holmes, be like a member of my family from way back? So I asked my sister, who is the genealogist in the family. She's gone back to a long way. Basically, our family, part of our family came on the second boat after the Mayflower. We don't want to go on the first boat. That's too much work on the first boat. You got to set up the houses and fight off the Indians and all that. So we came on the second boat. 16-something, we were in the New World. So I asked her, I said, is this Dr. James Bell, is he a relative? She didn't know. She wasn't sure, so she's doing some searching. So back to my 3 a.m. dilemma. Here I am at 3 a.m. What am I going to do? So I don't have a speech prepared. So I told Gail that I need a commercial break. Because, my dear friends, as you may have heard, and if you have not heard, you will hear again and again in the next couple of weeks, we are coming into our Toastmasters contest season. A couple of our esteemed members will be competing a week from Saturday in the Tonto 1 area contest. That's, as everyone knows, Brian is the area director for Tonto 1. I have the distinction of being his contest manager, primarily because he was my contest manager last time, so it's a payback type thing. And he did a wonderful job for me, by the way. I appreciate that he didn't ask me to bring ice cream, because I asked him to bring ice cream, and it was poor Brian. I'll never do that to him again. So it was in the middle of summer and bring ice cream into the contest in an unrefrigerated area. It was just a mess. But anyway, I digress. So our contest season is upon us. We have 2 members in our club who will be presenting speeches a week from Saturday. We have other members of our club who could, and really would be wonderful if they did, come to the speech on Saturday morning, 8 o'clock a.m. at Copper Point Insurance Building in downtown Phoenix, and be a functionary which means you'd be a ballot counter, you'd be a refreshment person, or handle the front desk, or a timer. Pardon me. We have a lot of openings like that. Or, also important, is that we have an audience. They've worked very hard on their speeches, or other people in other clubs have worked hard on their speeches. It'd be great if they had an audience. So I behoove all of you to consider attending our function a week from Saturday, 8 o'clock a.m. at Copper Point Building. Hope to see all of you there. Do not be surprised if you get a follow-up email from yours truly in the next couple of days reminding you again of the contest and of your availability. PJ has graciously, well, I don't know, if I kind of might have put her on a spot. She said that she wasn't available for the afternoon session, so I said, I have a morning session. And so she's coming in for us on Saturday morning as a functionary. So come along and join PJ and me and Brian. Hope to see you all there. Thank you again for this commercial minute. And I turn the table back over to our Toastmaster.
Thank you, Kathy. Phenomenal.